All right. One more try.
Die apokalyptischen Reiter.
Die Apokalypse. No. Hey everybody, my name is OldSkuleNerd, and obviously I need to take a German class. Welcome to Nuclear Blast Wednesday. Today we're doing another amazing European metal band that I can't pronounce their name. Let's try again. It's
Die apokalyptischen Reiter.
Yeah, the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Thank you, Google Translate. Okay, so it's the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. They're from Germany. They have been around a long time. Almost 20 years, and they've been changing their sound. They've gone new metal, dark, black. They changed their theming and style of the presentation of this band to keep it fresh about as much as Sabaton tells different stories every video, which is true. All right, so the name of this song is Your God is Death, and I was going to do an interview with these guys, but somehow it didn't connect, and I feel kind of bad. And hopefully I'll get to talk to them on the next one, which is what I'm really interested in doing. This looks to be more of a German Cirque du Soleil kind of video, which is kind of interesting to me. Hope he doesn't drop the lighted box. That would be bad. Interested in this. Your God is Death from the Horsemen of the Apocalypse from Germany. It's so badass. It's like metal royalty to me when you can come up with a name like that. And because you're German, the stupid American can't pronounce it. Check us out on OldSkuleNerd.com. It's got all the social media posts, the Patreon link for those who want to support the channel, the Discord link for those who want to join the community, and the merchandise store. Okay. Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Your God is Death. Let's do this. I'm really excited about this one. I've been wanting to see this one for like 2 weeks. It's my first time seeing a video from these guys. I've heard a couple of their songs on Spotify just to see what it was like, and I was impressed. Big. I there's a level of creativity that exudes from the American point of view, okay? And I understand the American point of view means absolute shit, okay? But from growing up in the United States to see the German language sung like this, when I hear certain languages sung, I hear Italian opera, or I hear, you know, a French acoustic sonnet, or the bands from the Nordic countries, the Scandinavian countries. There's always an emotional connection, depending upon which language is being sung. When I listen to songs sung in Spanish, there's always a sense of love, a sense of connection, a sense of passion, okay? Whether that be an agape type of love where it's, non-romantic, platonic, but yet connected beyond everything. Or the French language, which is seductive when it's sung, seductive and lazy. I'm French, I can say that. And then when you listen to these songs that are in the Scandinavian languages, the Old Norse languages, whether it be, Icelandic, Nordish, Norwegian, Danish, Swedish, and even Finnish, even though Finnish sounds completely different, there's a sense of epic storytelling. Kick over to Germany, and it is a personal conversation. It's almost like there's a sense of dread in it, and there's a sense of reality. If the French language is the language of art and the language of putting a sense of beauty when sung, and Spanish is Spanish and Italian are those passionate languages when they're sung, and the Nordic language is the language of epicness. The German language when sung is a cold splash of reality. Whether that reality be foreboding, scary, it can be very beautiful, but even when it's beautiful, there's a sense of realism in it, a sense of precision in everything they do. And this isn't just for German engineering, but in their music, even in their folk music, there's a sense of structure. If the French language is the language of just moving through in such a fluid sense, the German language is structured. And so what caught me was I was watching this circus acrobatic performer, and he starts spinning this box, and he's doing the whole Darth Maul thing behind his back, and he's flipping it around and stuff. And I'm just like, even in that, the music connecting to that has a sense of order in it at all times. And I think it's one of the things when you're dealing with a band like this, if you're listening to Feuerschwanz, right? They're the fun guys, right? Feuerschwanz is the fun guys. They're inspirational, they're fun. Hans Platz, Hauptmann, the cat women with the fire, the whole thing. Rollo, yeah. It's fun, but then there's still a sense of order in it. And then when you listen to, Rammstein, Rammstein comes out there, and Till is one of the most artistically creative people in the world. There's always a sense of order and placement in everything that's there. Even with this. When you're talking about a band who calls themselves the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and the theming is very dark and foreboding, the order in this, the structure, and how it's very unyielding, puts a gravity in everything they're saying. So when the message of it comes across very, like it's, I'm trying to figure out the way to say it in English. It would be unyielding, concrete. There's no dynamic, it's very static. It's like what we're telling you has such a weight to it You have to pay attention to what we're saying. And they don't need, overflowing visuals. They don't have to put all these different cartoonish visuals to give you some sort of sense of the story, because the precision of these acrobatic performers, even though what they're doing is art and creative movement, the fabric performer, she is pointing her toes exact. The level is perfect. He comes out, he starts flipping a perfect cube. There's just a sense of order in this that I can't get past. And it makes you take it very, very seriously, which is hilarious because there are other German bands that I can't take serious at all. Electric Callboy and We Butter the Bread with Butter. All of their music is very structured too, but they're so ridiculously funny you can't help yourself but just giggle. This is not that. It captivates me.
Nicht fern die Welt, das Menschlein ist vergangen. Ein Englein singt noch von Weh und Bange, bis auch der letzte Ton verklungen, alles Bedauern ward verschenkt. Und die alte Erde tot am Himmel hängt. Ihr seid brennendes Feuer, euer Gott ist der Tod. Ihr seid brennendes Feuer, Pest und Hungersnot.
That's a shift.
Und mit ihm alles gewimmelt, vereint in Tod und Nacht, in unbezwingbare Eintracht.
There we go. All right, the fact that the scythe lit up was too much too far. I'm kidding. Okay, here's the thing. I can't get past this stark reality in this. Death is in all white. She's in all dark. And even in the parts where in the movement of the performers, the female is attempting to seduce this death character. And I don't know if she's chaos. I don't know if she is what representation she has, but she's trying to seduce death. And even in doing so, in her eyes, there's a sense of danger. There's a sense of she's approaching something that even though she's trying, in her eyes, there's like a fear. There's almost something that separates them. I want to see how this plays out. And then I have a thought that I want to share with all of you, because lately, whenever I do reactions to videos that are not in English, people ask me all the time, put the subtitles on, put the translation on, put it in English, why don't you put it in English so you can understand what's going on? I want to explain that after we finish this one little part here. Is he going to pull her hand away? Yeah, it's like, this isn't going to work with us. Is it the veil? All right, so that is the Horsemen of the Apocalypse from Germany. Okay, now these two performers are outstanding in their effort. I loved every part of their performance, the beauty of it, the connection between the two of them. There was a closeness, but yet there's always a distance. No matter how much she yearned in her chaos to be close to him, it wouldn't connect. Beautiful, really beautiful. A lot of people ask me all the time, and I'm sure people are going to comment in this one as well. Old School, why don't you put the subtitles on so you can see what they're saying in English? Or why don't you learn the English? Why don't you read the lyrics in English so you know what they're singing about? And there's a very specific reason I don't do that, no matter what language it is. All the Japanese bands, I don't want to know what the English translations are. These German bands, I don't want to know. French, the Nordic bands, it doesn't matter which part of the world they're from. When a performer, a band, is singing in their native tongue, whatever the language might be, I want it to be in that. I want it to be performed in that language. And I want to listen to that in that language. Okay? Do I understand what the words are? No. And I can go back and read the lyrics translated in English after. But during a reaction, I want to not be focused on the English American thought process, because that's not who's making this song. That's not the people that are performing this art. I want to visualize it in the native tongue, from where it's coming from the people that are doing it from here. They're singing this in German. It's written in German. It's from the perspective of the German language. It doesn't do it justice if I already know what it is in English for me. That's a personal choice that I make, because I want to be enveloped in the story and the heritage, culture, and language of the performer who's making this art. That's just how I feel about it. Now, will I go after this reaction and read the lyrics and probably go, oh my God? Yeah, it's happened more than once. It's happened almost every Rammstein song. But you already knew that. No, it was important that I listened to this in the original German. It's important to see, so you can feel the emotions that are conveyed, the theming, and that connectivity of the original language. That's just how I feel. Yeah, did I do an English translation to know how to say the name? It's Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Well, of course. I don't speak German at all, and I'm horrible with the enunciations of the phonetics. I'm really bad with it. A lot of people who struggle with certain languages like German is because of the French tongue. It's a very lazy tongue, but not really. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Please check out this band. They're on Nuclear Blast channel right now. They've got lots of albums out. They've got lots of music out. They've been out a while, and they're creating some amazing stuff even right now. My name is OldSkuleNerd. This was Horsemen of the Apocalypse. It was intense. And I'm not just saying performance-wise through these two dance performers and acrobatic performers, but the music itself was layered. The female vocalist caught me off guard. And then the intensity of the reprisal build at the very end was epic. We'll see you guys later. This was Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And of course, the name of the name of the song is Your God is Death. We'll see you guys later.